The Cheyenne Frontier Days is more than just the daddy of them all rodeos to those of us here at RFD-TV. It was our founder, Patrick Gottsch's favorite annual event, and it was also one of the first rodeos he ever broadcast on the Cowboy Channel. Today, he will be inducted into the Cheyenne Frontier Days Hall of Fame. And CEO Tom Hirsing joins us now to speak on this special honor. Tom, thank you so much for your time today. We know that this year's class is a distinguished one. Talk about Patrick's contribution and why he was chosen.
Well, thank you, and thanks for having me on. And you're right, I think Cheyenne Frontier Days held a very special place in Patrick's heart. Certainly, he holds a great place in our heart, too, because of the things he did for us. And, most people that go into our Hall of Fame made contributions over lifetimes or 20 years or, a long period of time, whereas Patrick, his relationship was very short-lived with Cheyenne Frontier Days in comparison to that. He was here since 2019, and but the impact he made on the sport of rodeo and Cheyenne Frontier Days, you can't argue what he did for rodeo. No one's ever made that big an impact as far as getting our sport out to the general public.
Yeah, and of course, that impact will live on for years to come. So that's an incredible legacy. I know that Cheyenne Frontier Days celebrates everything that Patrick cherished about the Western way of life. Talk about why that was so important to him and why it's important to you guys.
Well, the thing about Patrick was when he started doing rodeos, to him, it wasn't about like the magnitude of the sport. It was more about the authenticity, the tradition, the volunteers, the people your communities that put these rodeos on. And, he grasped that better than everybody else. And I think he brought some of us back to really kind of appreciating that, like when he would telecast or when we had Frontier Days on TV, the pre-show was mostly made up of community activities and community organizations and people around the community. And, every day we do an hour of the community. And, one of his favorite things, as you just showed, was he was Grand Marshal of our parade. And you saw that little badge that he was wearing on there. It looks like something you'd get at a county fair. Ever since he got that, he would wear that badge every year to Cheyenne Frontier Days. I mean, he was so proud of being the Grand Marshal of Cheyenne Frontier Days. And you wouldn't think a guy like that, the big things he's done in his life but that's Patrick. It's the little things that mattered to him. You think about like his commercials he used to have on RFD and the Cowboy Channel was with his daughter and granddaughter, and people thought, man, that's really corny. But if you knew Patrick, that's what was important to him, and that's where his authenticity came from.
Absolutely, yes. The family first and foremost, and then uplifting all of our farmers and ranchers and the Western lifestyle. Before I let you go, let's walk through today's events, because I know you also inducted the late Toby Keith, and that was, oh my goodness, Patrick loved his music. But walk us through what we can expect today.
Well, so today they start, I think this morning they start with the families come in and they do, lots of interviews and stuff. And then tonight is the gala event where they, they're acknowledged and they do an acceptance of being inducted into the Hall of Fame. And it'll be a sold out venue at Cheyenne Frontier Days, as always. It's a great honor to be inducted into that. And, it's just going to be a great evening.
It really is. I so wish that I could be there. I know that Patrick is looking down and smiling. What's in store for you guys in 2026?
Oh, 2026 is a huge year for us. The biggest thing that's coming for us is we have the Morning Star Indian Village, which we had a very great donor that's building. It's going to be about a $13 million Indian village at Cheyenne Frontier Days that will be open in 2026. And if not the greatest Indian village in the world, it's going to be right up there at the top. It's going to be an incredible thing that we get to open. It will be the year of the Native American at Cheyenne Frontier Days. So we're excited about 2026.
I'll tell you what, it's on my bucket list. That's Cheyenne Frontier Day CEO Tom Hirsing. We appreciate your time and that honor for Patrick.